We are back and it's time for some more Kessen 3. Last time we saw Nobunaga Oda begin his journey to the legendary status he would eventually take on by defeating some Imagawa clan samurai in Ashigaru, attacking a local village and saving the girl, and then later on fighting his family rivals and simultaneously saving his future wife, who actually turned out to be the same girl he saved right at the beginning. And her name was Kicho. And of course Kicho, as I've now found out, was not a warrior princess, of course not. And she also was not Nobunaga's favourite wife, as I claimed in the last video. She was, if anything, his least favourite wife. He only had one legitimate wife, and that was Kicho. But he had a whole bunch of other female companions, basically concubines, those were the ones who bore him children. Kicho was believed to be barren, and that was part of the reason that Nobunaga didn't actually like her very much, although she was supposedly extremely beautiful and witty. Anyway, we need to continue on with the actual game. Let me just check something briefly before we keep going. Yeah, we're fine. Right, let's push on and see what's happening. We're in the aftermath of the battle to save Kicho.
Whoa, whoa. I've taken care of my side. Huh? Where's our lord?
So Nobunaga has saved the girl.
Don't ask such stupid questions. Just think about it a bit.
And now he's going to go have a fun time after that. And now we have Kicho as one of the playable characters. So that's something unrealistic. Chapter 2, Upheaval in Owari. So we're entering the second chapter of Nobunaga's story. This takes place, he's still around 20 at this stage, when his home province of Owari is still disunified. And it's his objective to try and bring some peace to his homeland.
Lord Oda dies, leaving young Nobunaga in control of the Oda clan. However, believing Nobunaga to be a dreaming fool, the retainers leave and offer their services to the Imagawa clan. Soon, the outlook for the Oda clan and its young Lord Nobunaga turn bleak.
So yes, the retainers did rebel against Nobunaga. I don't think they joined Imagawa clan though, I'm not sure. Well, we'll explain why the retainers hate Nobunaga. I went into it the last video already.
Good. Very good. I am glad that it meets with your approval. Yes, the crop of potatoes was nice and fat this year, and the
Just some
taste
filler
is
cutscene here.
outstanding.
The subtitles have turned off. We'll have to turn them back on as soon as possible.
Nagahide, why don't
Hopefully
you
you can
go
hear
ahead
it.
and eat?
Lord, one betrayal after another. The Imagawas are just across the border. Shouldn't we be doing something about it?
It's better to know who our enemies are, and our friends for that matter.
Nobunaga doesn't really care about the impending doom,
Potato?
and they give him the nickname Potato Samurai. I have no idea why.
Always worried potato samurai.
I don't know why they make fun of him. Nagahide Nawa was actually one of Nobunaga's most trusted retainers and was with him until the very end. He was... For some reason the game portrays him as a bit of an oaf.
Now we can rid ourselves of the Imagawa. The time has come to take control of Owari.
Hojo, he just mentioned, are another clan on the other side of the Imagawa clan's territory. So he's been doing some diplomacy.
My lord, in order to decide the goals of the Oda clan, you must make plans. Shall I explain the planning process?
Nobunaga actually didn't really like diplomacy. He used it less and less as he grew older. We're going to see another section of the game. I don't need a tutorial. This is the level selection screen, basically. Whoops. So you get to pick which order you do the battles in. There are also these, which are minor battles. They have a smaller pair of crossed swords to represent them. And I won't do those on camera because they're not relevant to the story in any way. But it's good to do them because it levels up the characters and just makes the game easier. So I probably will do them. You can also buy things at the merchant, and you can go into your castle where you're currently living and just mess around with things. So for example, I can give Nobunaga the different set of armor that I won after the last battle. So there we go. He is now souped up. Let's see, I guess I'll give Mori the clan armor that Nobunaga was wearing. There we go. So I've slightly distributed my things here. I'll do that sort of RPG stuff off camera mainly. I'll just tell you if I make any major developments in equipment, and you'll be able to see all the new outfits I get. But I think for now we should jump right into the first battle against the Shibata army. Now Shibata was a very important Oda retainer from the very beginning, who had rebelled against Nobunaga for the same reasons as everyone else, but that basically he was eccentric. The game portrays the reason they rebel as being that they believe Nobunaga is like being irresponsible in trying to take over Owari and things, and that his dream to end the fighting is unrealistic, so that's why they rebel against him. That's partially true. I mean, really it's just because Nobunaga was a wild card and they didn't like him even though he was a legitimate heir. But of course Nobunaga had the support of the Shugo, who was from the Shiba clan. I think Shibata, who we're about to face, was also part of the Shiba clan in some way. The Shiba clan was ruling not only Owari but Totomi and Mikawa, the neighbouring provinces, as a deputy of the shogunate, and Nobunaga's father was the deputy of the Shugo. So basically Nobunaga has a link to this very high-powered person, and this high-powered person was supporting Nobunaga for rulership of the Oda clan, and people were really annoyed about that as well. So Nobunaga had a lot of legitimacy at this stage, and he was able to use it well. That legitimacy would come in extremely useful for stopping people from fighting him, especially just after the stage we're at in the story now. But let's jump into this battle against Katsuie Shibata, one of Oda clan's greatest assets and former retainers.
Alright, we have our goal. We shall be moving soon.
Oh, I forgot to turn the subtitles on. I'll do it during the War Council if it gives me an opportunity. So it's the Battle of Ino, facing off against the greatest of Oda's generals. If we can win him to our side, that would be a very good thing.
Yield! I intend to take on every lord on this island of Japan. And for that, I need your strength!
A load of dung. You're a good-for-nothing, a dreamer, full of your own little fantasies. You're nothing but a fool among fools. This will open your eyes.
He was indeed the Fool of Owari, so I guess he is a fool among fools.
Am I the one who needs to open his eyes?
Still, I will not give up here. You must be stopped here and now, before you can destroy Owari. Nobunaga, we'll continue this tomorrow.
As you wish.
So Shibata feels like he has pretty good reason to fight Nobunaga, so it's going to be a harsh battle. On the subject of him being a fool, I recently saw a play script in which Nobunaga's character was just simply named Fool, which is quite interesting.
Alright, let's begin. We have plans to make.
Our scouts have come back with the following reports.
So we can see what the enemy's lineup looks like, or at least some portion of the enemy lineup.
Our aim in this battle is to defeat the enemy commander, Katsuie Shibata.
Looks like quite the beast, Katsuie.
Shibata and his men are positioned in this area.
I think that he just sits there. We have to go over and fight him. He's not going to come out to us. I think a lot of their levels are like that.
But it's Lord Shibata we're facing. We need to be careful.
Nagahide doesn't want to fight him.
Are you afraid already, Potato Samurai? My lord, I can beat Lord Shibata. Allow me to face him.
Big claims, let's just
My
ignore
lord,
them.
How shall we deploy for this battle?
Mori knows to ignore them. He's just like, yeah, whatever, let's go back to the planning. Now they've had their pointless opinions heard. Right, let me see if I can do that subtitles thing. Go into the menu. Settings, there we go. On. Sweet. That'll make things just a little bit easier to see. Alright, so let's position the troops. I'm going to give Kicho to Nobunaga. So they're going to go as man and wife up on the right side. And on the left, I'll send in Toshie and Nagahide. So I'm resting the other guy. I've temporarily forgotten his name. Yoshinari, that was it. I call him Mori. It's his family name rather than his actual name. So I'll just give some simple orders. Push you. There. That looks good. Let's do it. So to find and destroy Katsuie
Understood.
Shibata.
This, we can all concentrate on fighting.
Our council is at an end. You all know what you have to do. Now go!
Sir!
So we are good to fight. Let's do this thing.
Now is our chance to finish them! Charge them!
The same generic orders as at the beginning of the last battle. So let's do just that and charge them. I'm going to rush up this hill. Oops, pressed the wrong button. There's an enemy unit up there, I can already see it, and Kicho is behind me, giving me some support. Oh, they're coming right at me. I'm going to buff my attack before they get here. It's always good to just use your buffs, because they level up. Like, even if you're not really using them for any good reason, they level up just because you're using them. So it's good to just sort of spam them whenever you can. Another enemy unit sitting here, and they did not. Whoa, I've been surrounded. Let's have Kicho help me out. I'm not sure which one to use. Let's. Oh no, you can't have two buffs simultaneously, as far as I know. So instead, I'm going to use a enemy debuff. Let's decrease the defense of this guy.
Turn your blades against us.
There we go. Let's switch to. I'm going to see what Toshie is doing. I'm going to give Toshie, make him buff himself, just so his AI controlled fight goes more in our favour. And then I'm going to switch back to Nobunaga. Right. Let's just really wail on these guys. No problem. And then, yeah, we've taken out the rest of them. Okay, so this side is good. That's what I'm going to do.
I underestimate.
Not going to hear what he has to say. Alright, Nobunaga can just go and look over there for more enemy units. Actually, no, I'm not. Nobunaga can come and help by going up there. Let's go back to Toshie. Just hit this guy. I'm going to do a rampage on this guy, and I'm not going to film rampages because I think the some of the performance issues are because when I doing recording simultaneously with the rampage makes the computer very angry. So, but it's good to do them anyway because it gives you money, troop recovery, all sorts of bonuses from doing them. Plus, they're not very interesting to watch. So, throughout this campaign, I'll be switching on and off the recording mid-battle to do the nitpicky things. I just want to show you the main action and advances of the battle. So I'll be back in a few moments. Okay, the rampage was a success, a glorious victory, and I've wounded the enemy commander of that unit. So that's going to further reduce his stats. Not that it matters, because he's on the verge of death anyway. I'm going to have Nagahide throw his circles at him. I think they're supposed to be bombs of some variety. Right, now I'm going to move this way. Whoa! That wasn't very good. I'll do that myself. So here's Nobunaga in front of me. You can just about see him. So we're going to link up because there's an enemy unit right here. And we are going to jointly wail on that enemy. So let's all pile in. So it's a unit of ninjas. That's quite cool. Let's take out these enemy ninjas then, guys. And while we're on the way, let's give Nobunaga some attack because he's going to be leading.
Not and advance upon the enemy.
So he can just smash them. In fact, I'll switch to Nobunaga and do a cavalry charge. Oh, it's too late. So might as well use some other buffs just for amusement. Let's make Kicho. Oh, it's lagging. Oh, there, only for a second. It's because I'm recording to the same hard drive as the game is on, so it periodically sort of slows down. Right, so just hit these guys. Too much to it. Maybe I'll use a debuff on the enemy. Decrease their defense. That sounds good.
Before Nobunaga.
Go. Enemy unit defeated. Oh, I took some damage, so I'm going to heal Nobunaga using my heal ability, which is extremely useful. So Kicho has the magical power to bring people back from the dead, basically.
The heavens are on our side.
Right. Let's sort this out. So Toshie is to head round, and I'm going to go first. I should get there slightly before him because I'm on horses, and then he can support me with the enemy units we see around there. Could be some items too. Keep my eye out for items. I haven't seen any so far. So you can see the heal isn't instant. It takes time. Like the number of troops in a unit just goes up over time. Actually, he's still a little bit low, so I can just use it again. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I kind of use it twice because it uses 2 of my 4 skill point availabilities. Let's switch back to Nobunaga. Right, so I can see some enemy units, and they're coming at me. So oh no, that went a bit wrong. Now I The unit had too much momentum to build up a charge. That sounds nice. So Toshie behind me is... Well, he just hit me, seriously. Go on, Toshie. You can do better than that. Give Kicho some extra attack. Just for fun, really. I think it's lagging because I have so many units on the screen simultaneously. Computer doesn't like it. It's because for some reason Kessen won't run on multiple cores. It prefers to be single core,
See?
which is really annoying
more
because it
than
means
just tough.
essentially slows my computer down quite a lot. What I actually want to do is move closely around and take on Hideyasu Hayashi. Hideyasu Hayashi was actually one of Nobunaga's teachers and retainers when he was younger, and he joined with Katsuie for pretty much the same reasons as Katsuie rebelled. I've left Nagahide back here. Well, you can rally yourself, just for fun. Just to use the ability. Basically, to learn new abilities you have to give characters these priming tomes, and then once you've used the ability enough times, they will learn it permanently, and then you can unequip the tome. But then if you keep using the ability, it gets better and better. So it's quite important to spam your abilities. Oh, they're doing something to me. Oops, I can block it. I should be able to block it. There we go. Yeah, you can hold down a block button to stop the enemy special abilities. So now Nagahide is going to give me some support from behind, in theory. There we go. And he missed, but good enough. So I'm just going to hit this guy. Come on, there we go. Right, we're in the clean. It's time to finish this battle, guys. Although there's an item there, let's go and grab that with Toshie. Sweet. Now, orders. Nobunaga, you're facing the wrong way. Nobunaga's going to take out Jihei Yoshida, and I'll bring Toshie down myself towards Katsui Shibata himself, who's leading a cavalry unit. It's coming right at me. I'm going to hit it with my spear lasers. But, oh, just before it hit, we've got a cutscene.
The weak shall give way to the strong.
Here he is. Katsuie was, as I said, Oda's greatest general. He's one of the greatest generals in the time period, actually. So, Nobunaga really wanted to get him on his side. Oh, and that cutscene stopped my charge animation. I took a heavy hit as a result. I'm not happy about that. So I'm going to spam some more buffs. Spamming the buffs. It's so fun. There we go. Let's just get everyone on attack. I'm going for very offensive buffs. You have a defensive buff as well. At least most characters can cast a defensive buff, but I'm not using it. Here we go. He has a defensive buff. Let's use it. Actually, yeah. As I said, you can't have two buffs simultaneously. So let's just attack above everyone. That'll give us the advantage, in theory. Let's Kicho up too. She doesn't have enough skill points to heal Toshie, so we're gonna have to live with him having low health. Well, it's not low health. Slightly reduced health. I'm gonna try and charge through this enemy spear unit, because all these units are lagging up the computer. Whoa, massive friendly fire. You lose points at the end of the battle for hitting your units. It doesn't actually do any damage, but it just makes you look bad, and you get a lower battle rating. So I could do another rampage, but I don't think it's really worth it at this stage. I'm going to use a debuff on Katsuie, since he's a powerful unit. Reduce his attack value. He's going to be pretty annoyed about that. And I guess I'm just going to get this guy. Let's get rid of him. A nice smacking. Come on, one more. There we go. Oh, here we go. We won. I think we killed those two units simultaneously, just about. Which is a good thing, because if you end the battle before defeating an enemy unit, you get less experience for your officers. You want to try and defeat them all, ideally. Unless you're in trouble.
Victory is ours!
Victory is ours. He orders them to celebrate. Victory. That was easy. So go through the quick battle aftermath, and we'll see what impact that has on Nobunaga's story. Managed to get rank S despite the high level of friendly fire. Got to use a Khotan talisman and some mounted short bows and a bit of money. That's pretty cool. Some horse archer units to play with, and support skills increase in power. So a pretty generic accessory, and this gold leaf war fan, which gives you massive attack bonuses for cavalry. That could be very useful. So we see the characters level up. Nobunaga has learned Gale. When it says it's risen to level 1, that means he's learned it, basically. It was level 0 is when you're attempting to learn it. So Gale is a movement buff, so he's learned that. And his mounted spears ability has gone up. That just means he gets a bigger stat bonus for using the mounted spear unit type. Toshio Maeda's been promoted. I don't know what that means. I don't remember that ever happening. Anyway, so let's save after that battle. Pretty good. And then we're going to we go back to the planning stage, looking at the area map. So that's how the cycle of levels works. So as you do a battle, go back to your planning stage. But before that, you have to see what happened to Katsuie. So it looks like he went to go back in his castle and had a little sit. He sat all night. Let's
Maybe
see what he thinks.
Was wrong in thinking him a fool. The strength
No, you
he
were
showed,
right.
those men, those were real. Perhaps he can unite Owari, or maybe even...
So it's showing that Katsuie basically agreed to join Nobunaga. Not too true. What really happened, sorry, was that Katsuie was captured by Nobunaga, and Nobunaga wanted to kill him. And sorry, and also the mentor, whose name I forget, the one beginning with H, who we saw in the battle. He wanted to kill them both for betraying him, etc., etc. But Nobunaga's mother gets involved and convinces him not to do it. And in the end, he brings both of those officers into his force and uses them as his own retainers. Although the mentor character he eventually throws out because he doesn't like him very much, and he regarded him as a useless person. But anyway, let's continue on. So we've got Katsuie in a not too different from the true story sort of way.
Let's plan our strategy.
And now he's sitting with us at the strategy table, so he's right in to the very top.
My lord, there is one here who wishes to enter your
A
service.
new officer.
I am Kazumasa Takigawa.
Some kind of ninja.
Allow me to use my skills in your service. You will not regret it.
I like you. I will expect you to use your abilities to aid me in my cause.
Nobunaga actually didn't like ninjas very much.
Agreed.
He was normally against the use of ninjutsu in warfare, which was very common
My
in
lord,
this era.
This is the current situation.
They called it the golden age of ninjutsu because ninjas were so useful to the clans that they were often found good employment, and it was actually Nobunaga's, almost his direct fault that the ninjutsu movement fell due to actions Nobunaga will take later on. I mean, ninjutsu was on the way out by this stage. It was from about 1400 to 1700 perhaps was the age of ninjutsu, so we're sort of in the middle of it, but it was getting harder and harder for ninjas to find work because they were basically paid per mission, and if there were fewer missions they wouldn't get so much money, so there'd be fewer ninjas. And Nobunaga was being pretty mean to the ninjas. He does some pretty nasty things to them. I think that is shown in the game later on, so we'll save that for later. So we've completed our first battle to unite Owari and got one of the greatest generals on our side. So Nobunaga's already one up on everyone else. There are 2 more battles to fight Yamaguchi/Imagawa army, so I don't think there's anything particularly special about that. And the Matsudaira army. Matsudaira is a character who is extremely important in Nobunaga's story. If you know anything about the Sengoku Jidai era, you'll know that the era can be regarded as ending when a certain man unifies the land, and that certain man is the alter alias of Matsudaira. Matsudaira will later change his name to Ieyasu Tokugawa, and he will be setting up the Tokugawa shogunate, which will rule Japan for 200 years by the end of the Sengoku Jidai era. So the man himself is out on the field against us today, trying to fight us in Owari, one of the most important characters of the age. But at this stage, he is just a mere peon. He is a vassal of the Imagawa clan. He is fighting because he is forced to, basically. And there'll be another interesting development where we see that Oda Nobunaga and Matsudaira, later to be Ieyasu Tokugawa, have a very strange relationship, which in fact is a massive part of the reason that Nobunaga was so successful. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we head there, we might as well do one of these other battles. Maybe I'll do the minor battle off camera just to level up a little bit, and then we'll head out and face the Yamaguchi/Imagawa army on Nobunaga's quest to unify Owari.